Megyn Kelly gaslighting black women again, and it never goes well. There are two sides to every story, but there's only one. Backstory. Megyn Kelly was slated to conduct interviews on her podcast with women that voted for Donald Trump. A producer ushered over Sarah Novak. Sarah was a proud and devout Trump supporter, but had suddenly arrived at the threshold of regret and unemployment. Sarah, hello, I'm Megyn. We're waiting for one other Trump voter, and we'll begin the interview. Within seconds, Dio Clemmings shimmied into Megyn's eyeline. Dio was a young woman in her early 30s. Her locks swirled around her crown in a tightly knit bun. Megyn stole a glimpse of Dio's bun of beauty, but sucked back in the compliment before it spilled from her lips. Well, if it isn't Megyn Kelly, the original mean girl, I'm Dio. Both women faces twisted into masks of disdain. You voted for Trump? Dio had gleefully rehearsed the answer to that question all morning. Yes, I voted for Trump in a heartbeat. It was the right thing to do. But you're black? Both women played coy, not willing to adjudicate their biases. Megyn perked up, a sinister smile screwed onto her face. Ladies, once we get on air, you can explain to our viewers why Trump was the best choice. Sure, I'll be more than happy to. I'm just curious, why did you vote for Trump? Oh, I voted for the debacle. Debacle? What do you mean by that? As a fellow MAGA, it was important for me that I help you get what you wanted. Well, my husband is a farmer in Nebraska and we'll be bankrupt in a few months. How about that? Sarah, I walk in solidarity with 55% of white women that voted for that man. I'm just here like you to hold up the white systems, perpetuate economic disadvantages, police the behaviors of everyone that does not look like you. I detect a bit of sarcasm in your statement. No, not at all. I think it's time we fell in line. Am I speaking Spanish? My husband's farm is going belly up. I know. Thoughts and prayers. Where is Kamala Harris? Sarah. Now, why would we want to bring Kamala Harris in to do a job that we didn't vote her for? Exactly. I agree with Dio. Dio narrowed her focus on Sarah and Megyn. You see, you voted for the demise of black and brown people. You gleefully drank the poison in hope that they would die, but you ended up in the body bag. Nice bracelet, by the way. Dio's eyes descended on the woman's I love Jesus bracelet. Megyn, why did you vote for Trump? I mean, he called me a pig, for God's sake. This was a business decision. Dio turned her attention towards Megyn, and Megyn stared fiercely back. On second thought, I don't think you're a right fit for this show. May I ask you a question? Sure. What goes on in those rooms that you as a white woman are privy to? Rooms? Yes, the rooms where white men make decisions for the majority of the population. I don't know, I'm usually not there. See, you're so oblivious to the fact that you don't realize you are the room by default. Anybody can get into those rooms, only if they look like you. We just had a black man for president. 1 out of 47 isn't bad, I suppose. Look, I adopted a black kid, and you have a black friend, and you don't see color, and you love hip hop. Y'all started this first. Do explain. Black women. I was in college in the 90s, and there they were, a bouquet of black beauties, fierce and fabulous. They were the AKAs, an organization of excellence, and I wanted in. You wanted to be a part of a black sorority? Yes, at one point I did. I went to a smoker. They made me carry a sign that read, I am Rosa Parks, around my neck for a month. That's it? Then I was told to wait in this garbage can at 7:08. No one came for me. I was in that can for 12 hours. Dio watched as Megyn spiraled into a ball of resentment. The final straw came when they rejected my admittance into the sisterhood. That was the day I knew I couldn't trust black women. The irony. You see, Megyn, you require of us what you'll never require of yourself, because it takes effort to dig deep. Your privilege is a crutch that you'll use to limp around the halls of unaccountability for as long as we would allow. A few tears welled in Megyn's eyes. She was furious. I feel attacked. You see, those very tears are a form of emotional and psychological violence that reinforce the very systems of white dominance that many of you claim to oppose. For a split second, I saw the humanity in your eyes. Megyn's thoughts were peppered in hatred, but she refused to allow them to surface. Dio cleared her throat and spoke straight from the heart. What do you say we cut our losses, go to a local Target, and get a handkerchief for those white tears?